What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. And guess what? I got all the dogs barking in the background as I'm walking the dog. But, anyways, I'm doing the video today. This matrix is real loud. Anyways, I'm doing the video today. Signs that you are a highly awake, sensitive empath. And I'm doing my own variation, okay? Obviously, I'm inspired by my mentor, Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters. He has several videos on this, and I'm just doing my own, you know, version, freely from me. So, anyway, an empath. What is an empath? An empath is someone who is sensitive. They're awake. They're compassionate. They're kind. They have warm energy. They're able to understand, understand, and overstand, where you're coming from. They may have personal experience for the same position that you may be in. They're conscious. They're sensitive towards your feelings. They want to see you happy. They want to see you win. They're not having malintentions towards you. So that's just basic general, truths about empaths in general. Empaths are, sensitive. We're counselors. We're consultants. We're coaches. We're in just the health field and just overall loving counseling. You know what I mean? I know when we went to school, we had teachers and this and that, and they said it was all a lie. I feel you. At the same time, we still did come across people with, good vibes, good energy, and the energy, was very nurturing towards us, warm, harmonious energy, counselors, maybe mentors, coaches, whatever. So, an empath. So that's what an empath is. It's just being able to empathize. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the difference between empathize and sympathize. I'm pretty sure let me know, the Google definition. From what I remember, it was sympathize is where you have the experience. Like if maybe someone's mom died and your mom died, then you're able to sympathize because you lost your mom and they lost their mom. But empathize is like, someone else lost their mom, and guess what? I didn't. Then I would just be able to empathize to like understand, just like even though it's not happening to me, I still have lost, loved ones, like family members, relatives, older relatives, and, I'm aware of how it feels to grieve and, feel sadness, so let me know again what all the Google definition, but that's what I remember from it, to be honest. I haven't been looking at dictionaries and stuff like that for a long time, okay? I'm not perfect. I say this in almost all my videos. I don't know it all, and I'm not perfect. I'm not a saint, okay? I'm just doing these videos on one take, doing my best, because for so long, my voice had been suppressed. For so long, every time I was talking and getting happy and excited, people was getting jealous. They wanted to try to get me to hush up, and keep my story inside of me, and that didn't last long, because little bits and snippets, I would let it out, and then finally I had to do a lot of work alone, and detach, then I got inspired by mentors who genuinely I can honestly feel like a true connection that they want to see me win, and that was kind of different because I was having to connect the dots, realizing it's way deeper than, just the surface level skin color stuff. Like, it's so much more underneath that connects us, that can connect us in anything, you know. And also bringing up the vegan lifestyle change, that really amplifies our sensitivity. So anyways, an empath. Honestly, I feel like I've been an empath all throughout my entire life, because like I've been different. You know what I mean? Like, I spent time in a magnet school, for talented and gifted, for like just, nerdy people like me, where it wasn't just a big amount of people there. It wasn't just anyone could get in. It was a very highly advanced nerdy school that you had to do a lot of testing and a lot of rigorous work, nerdy work, bookworm work, you know. And I learned to play the trumpet there, in the band. All 5 years there, I was playing the trumpet, and our band was winning a lot of different championships and stuff like that, So I learned a good appreciation for music because, like, I always had loved like jazz and classical and slow R&B and soul and stuff like that. I mean, I have a healthy, wide diversity for an appreciation of the music that I listen to and have. So, anyways, but specifically when I got into the band, I thought it was really cool because I'm like, wow, like all of us, all different colors, different races, different skin colors, different countries, different languages, different backgrounds, all of us. We're all in the band and orchestra, and we're coming together to play various different instruments, woodwinds, the drums, percussion, brass, you know what I'm saying? All different instruments, and we're all able to come together and rehearse and play music together and actually win, contests, awards, trophies, as a team. So anyways, I thought that was really cool because, like, it's just cool to really witness a giant melting pot, working together. And I know it sounds super deep, but I'm just keeping it real. Like, that magnet school I went to, that was probably one I really loved going there. I know they can say, oh, everything was a lie, this and that. I get what you're talking about. At the same time, I'm just talking about the overall experience was fun, like being there, because like it was like a cluster school, it wasn't like a whole bunch of masses, and like just anyone there, what I mean? It was nerdy people, we were talking about Leonardo da Vinci and stuff like that, so anyways, it was cool being there. But like, I always knew I was an empath though, regardless, because I'm an only child. I always have been sensitive. When I was born, when I was a baby, like, I was very calm, quiet, tranquil baby. I wasn't one of those babies I was just crying, screaming, hollering, throwing temper tantrums. I wasn't doing none of that stuff. I was actually a peaceful soul within. And I still am, honestly, naturally. And it's just, I don't know, I feel like that's just a gift. Also, I'm a lefty. I write with my left hand. I wonder about that as well. Whatchamacallit? I'm a lefty, write with my left hand. I know it's different. I remember in school, like, maybe only another student or two would they would write with their left hand as well. So I noticed that was different. They said about 10 or 11% of the people write with their left hand, something like that. So I don't know that whole exact statistic, but anyways, that's true about that. Oh my goodness, this Matrix world is so loud. I swear I'm gonna make it big one day by people able to see the contrast of like how loud and noisy this world is and how calm I'm being. So anyways, being a lefty, left-handed, I noticed that as another difference. I'm not counting differences, just another original trait, one that wasn't really highly popular, you know. So there's some deep stuff. It's just, that's the truth though. I remember that specifically, like honestly, you know. In every classroom, it might have been up to a handful of people that were left-handed as well. Like it was only maybe a very tiny percent. Like it might have been a classroom full of 30 people and maybe two or one other person, maybe two or one other being was also a lefty, you know, something like that. But anyways, like I noticed that. Plus, you know, just the simple things like sensitive, you know, like just common sense, like with your heart, like simple stuff like love. Like, yeah, this mainstream matrix, like outside of nature, they're gonna be pushing, you know, they're gonna be pushing alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, weapons, you know, all this hoopla, you know what I'm saying? And like, whatever, it is what it is. I'm just saying, like, yo, I'm super highly awake and sensitive, and like I realized, hey, you know, I would much rather have some like enchanted, magical, royal type of vibes. You know, I'm not out here playing no games. I say it in all my videos. I've never cheated on any woman I've ever been with, you know, for real, because I wouldn't want that to happen to me. You know what I mean? It's only fair and it's only real. You know what I mean? So stuff like that, like I never wanted to get into no games. You know, whenever I was pursuing someone, I was doing everything I possibly was able to do to just make it right. You know what I mean? And then if they just wanted to be ungrateful and didn't want to be with me no more, cool. Had to learn to let them go, you know, and whatever. You know what I mean? I'm aware that I'm worthy of the best love to come to me all day, every day. I'm not even worried because I'm aware that some good love will come my way very soon because I've been doing the work and I'm continuing to remind myself to keep doing the work for a long time. So anyways, empaths, like, it's just, you know, you're the sunshine in a gloomy world. That's also what my mentor mentions. You know, being the sunshine in a gloomy world is very true because, you know, a lot of people going through a lot of different stuff. And when you're really sensitive to that and you just love just the sunshine like me and you would just rather be chilling, you know, that serves as inspiration, as light for people. It may not be as common, but it's a positive impact and you always win. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like you're competing with anybody, but I'm saying like they say positivity always wins. It's true because like otherwise y'all are just gonna be arguing and fighting and at war and get, you know, nothing's gonna get accomplished. So I guess that's why, you know, I've come with this approach because honestly, I'm not being negative. I'm just keeping it real. Like, people are dropping like flies, you know, and honestly, in the long run, that's why I'm grateful that I'm on the road less traveled by following my heart and, you know, keeping my freedom and whatnot, because I'm taking care of my health overall and having a nerdy long run mentality, you know, by losing my ego. You know, it makes me a stronger man, you know, and at the same time, other people's stuff really isn't my business. You know, it's just I'm aware that a lot of people are just going to continue falling off with that fast-paced, quick-fix lifestyle. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, it probably will come true as well. 'Cause I remember my mentor He was saying like this person A, or this, a guy or a being who maybe they just invested all their energy on just like materialistic stuff, selling their soul and just, fast money type of life. But then they were like empty inside. They had no one to share it with inside their big house and whatever. Then you have the next being, life form, who they have a great heart, a big heart, and they invested their energy onto love, loving interactions, a family, putting their heart and soul out there, vulnerably committing, being faithful, being loyal, And guess what? They didn't have a whole lot, but they were taken care of, simply, They were doing more with having less. They may not have a lot, but they were taken care of. They had the simple things. And in the long run, they ended up having that person A's, the being A, they ended up getting their house because they felt so bad, and they gave it to person B, being B, the one who invested all in the love, because they ended up having a lot of children or whatever. So that's what my mentor mentioned, and I relate with it because it's relatable, honestly, because that's kind of how I feel many times. Like when you see, sometimes contrast in the world or whatever they call it, leaving duality or whatever, it's just some deep stuff, changing how we're perceiving the world and interacting with the world. It's some deep stuff. And like, also empaths, we also are honest. I'm an Aries, they call us Aries the honest rams, the golden fleece or whatever. I've always, been truthful. Obviously, like I said, I'm no saint. It's just, especially like the whole vegan thing, of course I've been speaking the truth. Yeah, but there have been times I've been heated and mad and pissed off, and maybe we might have been in relationships or something, or, close loved ones. There might have been, conflict with loved ones or whatever, but then at the end of the day, you realize on a deeper level, true love is unconditional. You know what I mean? Like, if someone's your family member or whatever, it's always going to patch itself up. You know what I mean? The love is always going to fix itself. And that's something I learned about me, is that, nobody else is me, honestly. And that's just common sense. It's also liberating as well, though, because comparison is truly the greatest thief of joy. You know what I mean? And like the fact that no one else is me is my power. And I'm letting people know as well, nobody else is you too. And that's your power. Authentic Squad, like nobody else is you. That's your power. That's our power. Like for those of us that may be alone right now or whatever, having some time alone, guess what? That can turn out to be a blessing in disguise, because nobody has been, able to learn how to appreciate how amazing we truly are. They let a good one go. It's their loss, so that's how I move forward. I'm like, guess what? It's 7 billion people in this world. I know there's at least one woman who will accept me and live a long life together with me and build and have a family with me and, have great loving life experiences together, And, same thing for ladies. You can say the same thing about your dream king or whatever, That's how I move forward, because I'm here for the long run. For real. It's written, I'm here for the long run. So even stuff that so-called didn't work out, or they want space and stuff, guess what? In 60 years from now, I'm still gonna be doing amazing, successful things. I'm still gonna be walking the earth. I'm still gonna be healthy. And I'm probably gonna have like 50 trillion YouTube Gold Awards by then. You know? Something like that. But anyways, just always remember, empaths, that it's cool to be you. You know, you don't have to sell out. You know what I mean? Like, listen to your heart. It's common sense, and it's like a test, a life test, ultimately, you know, of being able to have the best of both worlds, truly, you know, spiritual and the material world. And that's how you all found me. That's how I found, you know, certain other inspiring people on here, because I'm engaging a special, high quality group, you know, Authentic Squad. I'm getting the most amazing energy from you. So thank you. Thank you so much for all the love and support. I appreciate it. You know, I'm getting phone calls, you know, from beautiful beings, beautiful, you know, angels, ladies sharing information, you know, getting deep with me. You know, there's some amazing fairies and mermaids and magical angels, you know, out there with beautiful souls, you know. You know, I'm an Aries, and like, we're known to be like the infant of the zodiac, you know, having a youthful spirit. Also, at the same time, like, we're known to be very, you know, like a family man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, ready to have children, and just, you know, I have a huge, you know, uncountable love for women, you know, and adoration, adoring. I just made that word up. Adoration, like, and an amazing level of just hard eyes and attraction, you know, and building love, you know, for women in general. So with that being said, like, I appreciate all of the, you know, the great connections, you know, and bros, you know, brotherhood out there, family, bros, uncles, you know, bros out there. Cool. Thanks to you too for your support here. I got people asking me to be their mentor, you know, people in all the way 5,000 miles away, you know, in Nigeria, and I'm here in America. You know what I'm saying? So I'm impacting people in Toronto, Canada. I'm impacting people in different parts of Africa, for real. Different countries in Africa, and Angola, in Nigeria, in Ghana, probably. Some other places too. In Florida, in North Carolina, you know, in a lot of different spots. I actually wrote them down, you know what I mean? The different places. But it's keeping going. We're growing, Authentic Squad. So thanks for all the support. You know, it's only the beginning. So all I ask is just loyalty and faithfulness to this community. Authentic Squad, eternal authenticity. You know, it's bigger than just Sky Blackwell. It's Authentic Squad. You know, and I'm asking for faithfulness and loyalty and consistency in the long run. You know, I'm talking about for the next over 80 years. You know, I'm being for real. You know what I mean? So, anyways, y'all let me know how y'all are. Empaths, let me know what it's like for you being an empath. Have an amazing day. It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live